Well, the EPA is accepting public comment on plans to release killer mosquitoes in 21 states. But many are reacting with obviously concern over public health and safety. RT's David Miller examines this decision and the health benefits, maybe if there are any, to fight deadly viruses.
The future is here, folks. We have flying cars, bullet trains, and of course, a weekend trip to Mars is not far behind. But the future can be scary, and no more so than the news that the EPA is releasing killer mosquitoes to fight disease. The U.S. Environmental Protection Agency has approved the use of a common bacterium to kill wild mosquitoes, mosquitoes that transmit viruses such as dengue, yellow fever, and Zika. The EPA will allow the release of these, quote again, killer mosquitoes. Does that term scare anyone else, or is it just me? According to Nature News, on November 3rd, the agency told a biotechnology startup named Mosquito Mate that it could release the bacterium into the environment. And this is to fight against the Asian tiger mosquito. And lab-bred mosquitoes will deliver the bacterium to wild mosquito populations that the EPA has not formally announced and is still in the public comment period for all this until May 31st. And that's when a decision is expected. This decision will allow the Kentucky-based company to release the bacteria-infected mosquitoes in 20 U.S. states, including Washington, D.C. And obvious concerns arise anytime a new vaccine or antibiotic is introduced into the public, and the American public must rely on the EPA to ensure adequate research has been completed before approval for public consumption. But introducing a species of an insect that carries a virus to kill another virus has many questioning the health risk involved. Also the risk of harm and future effects on the environment. Many species feed on mosquitoes, including a large population of bats in Florida, and thus a chain of events affecting nature ensue. Using lab-grown mosquitoes to kill mosquito pests has been tested extensively in Brazil in recent years. The country has allowed large-scale releases of such mosquitoes in response to the epidemic of the Zika virus that began in 2015. And Zika is a smaller problem in the United States than in Brazil, but health officials were alarmed when it reappeared in the United States. And David Obrachta, an epidemiologist at the University of Maryland, said it's a non-chemical way of dealing with mosquitoes. So from that perspective, you would have to think it has a lot of appeal. Nature News also reports that Mosquito Mate plans to begin selling mosquitoes locally. This will happen in Lexington and will expand from there to nearby cities such as Louisville, Kentucky, and Cincinnati, Ohio. And the company will work with homeowners, golf courses, hotels, and other customers to deploy its insects. So again, the future is here, and so are killer mosquitoes. Let us know what you think on Facebook and Twitter, but more importantly, let the EPA know what you think before the public comment period ends. In Washington, D.C., David Miller, RT America.